Hey, hello, you wonderful and free spirit. This is Anton Bennink. And I wanted to say, to start off, everything about a man that is a man is his mind. Everything else you can find in a pig or a horse. And when you think about that, you become to realize how scary, truthful that actually is. This is Anton Bennink, and today I'm coming to you live from the beautiful Steenwijk in the Netherlands. And I wanted to share with you that I wanted to start and document my journey of personal discovery and personal development. The reason that I wanted to start this is because it's done so much in my life. It changed me, I believe, for the better, more happy, healthy and wealthy throughout the days. And I really wish that and hope that for everybody. I want that for everyone. So that is why I decided to start sharing my journey of personal discovery and development with everybody who's interested in listening to it, in learning from it. So I share with you the best information, the best stuff that I've learned throughout the past decade or so. And throughout the past decade, I've been in and out several businesses, and I realized that a lot of people, they are working to make it through the month financially, and they're not working for satisfaction. And I truly believe that the work we do, it is for satisfaction. We provide service for money. So that is a very important paradigm shift almost. When you start to look for things to work at for your satisfaction, and that you start to earn money by providing service. And all of a sudden, it can make a big shift in your life, and you can experience much more happiness when you decide, all right, I'm going to work for satisfaction. I'm going to work at the things that I truly love to do. What I wanted to start with is that my journey. Why am I doing this? How did I get involved in this self-discovery and development idea to begin with? Almost a decade ago, I went to South Africa, which is for me the other side of the world. I lived in the Netherlands, lived in several other places now in between, but I used to live in the Netherlands, and now I live in the Netherlands again for the past 3 years or so. But when almost a decade ago I went to South Africa, I fell in love to a South African beauty, and this put me in a bit of a pickle because I knew I had to go back at some point to the Netherlands, and this meant a long distance relationship, and I've heard from people how difficult that can be. So I started to looking for different ways to live life, for different ways to earn money, for different ways to work. And this looking, as I think the great book has told us already, search and you shall find. And this quest, it brought me in the beginning in contact with a network marketing company. And this network marketing company got me involved with that whole process of personal discovery and development, which for me started with the compound effect from Darren Hardy, which basically, when you boil it all down, the compound effect is that through seemingly insignificant but consistent changes, positive changes over time, you can completely change your life around. And that is exactly what I started to do. I started to learn more about myself, more about the mind, more about the universal laws. And all of a sudden you see the relation between cause and effect. What make different things happen. And the past couple of years I've been going deep into some of Robin Sharma's material. I try to give credit where credit is due. I've learned a lot over the past 9-10 years or so. So I'll try to give credit where credit is due. And this is a lot of Robin Sharma's material where, for example, currently I'm studying the 5 a.m. Club. And in the 5 a.m. Club, he writes about the 4 inner empires. And a mindset, I always knew that was super important. And mindset, I've been told success is about 95% mindset and 5% strategy. And I believe that. But these 4 inner empires that Robin Sharma writes about, they made me realize that there's more to this. Yes, it's all about the mind. But the mind is not that brain in our head. The mind is the mind is something way more than that. The mind involves our mindset, but it also involves our heart set, our emotionality. It also involves our health set, like our body. Do we treat our body, do we create our body in a way that we have a body where our mind can take us, or like our body can take us there where our mind wants to go? So we also have a soul set, and soul set is the spiritual side of us. How do you work on your spiritual aspects? Because in essence, we are not a physical being with a spiritual experience. We are a spiritual being with a physical experience, with a human experience. So it is super important for us to realize that the mind, that mindset that is 95% of success, that doesn't just involve your thoughts, that also involves your feelings and your actions. And when you bring that together with first your thoughts, and your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings create your actions, and your actions create your results. Thoughts 1, feelings 2, actions 3. Those 3 combined make our attitude. What Earl Nightingale already shared was, according to him, the magic word. And when we up our attitude, we up the quality of our lives. And the best way I learned to do this is by following some of these routines that Robin Sharma teaches in the 5 a.m. Club. And through these routines, you build, for example, a certain part in your morning where you build a paradigm. And a paradigm is a mental program that almost exclusively controls your habitual behavior. And almost all your habitual behavior, or almost all your behavior, is habitual. So that is a part in your day where you build a structure, a system of habitual behaviors that help you to work on your mindset, your health set, your heart set, and your soul set every day. Because if you up the quality of your attitude every day, even if it is only by a fraction, if you think better, you feel better, and you act better every day, even if just for a little bit, you increase the quality of your life. And by increasing the quality of your life, you increase the quality of the service that you're able to render. When you increase the quality of the service that you're able to render, like, more will come to you. And that is the secret process that we're working on. So let's start off with mindset. How do we up our mindset? A really important way to change our paradigm, to change that habitual, that mental program that almost exclusively controls our habitual behavior, to change that multitude of habits in our lives that basically determines who we are, what we do, how we act, how we think, and how we feel. There are 2 different ways to do that. And the first one is 9 out of 10 times a negative way to do it. The first one is an emotional impact. And it is possible that you have an emotional impact right now by realizing, oh wow, I need to work on my thoughts and my feelings and my actions every day to improve them. But 9 out of 10 times an emotional impact is something negative, like losing a job, or losing a loved one, or a tsunami hitting the coast. And these emotional impacts we usually don't choose to happen. They just happen. We don't have a lot of influence on them. But the second way that we can change our paradigm, we do have influence over. And that is spaced repetition and elite level coaching. And spaced repetition is based upon autosuggestion. And autosuggestion is a suggestion from yourself to yourself. When you decide what you want and you create an affirmation or an incantation and you repeat it to yourself over and over and over again, you can create that want that you have in your intellectual mind. By repeating it so often, you can turn that over to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is your emotional mind. So you go from thoughts to feelings. And when you feel a certain thing, your body comes automatically into action. And that is the way that we can change our habitual behavior through thoughts, but repeating thoughts that we choose to repeat, by filling our mind with the thoughts that we choose to fill our minds with. Because when we have our minds filled with negative thoughts or unconsciously chosen thoughts, we have no control over the creation process. So we must take hold of our brain, of our mind, of our thinking process. And can you control all the thoughts that you've got? Probably not. There's been some research that most people have about 60,000 thoughts every day. And most of those thoughts, sadly enough, are the same thoughts as yesterday. So there's not a lot of progress. That can also be a very good thing, because if you've conditioned yourself to think the good thoughts, you also automatically have a lot of those good thoughts tomorrow again as well, because of your habitual behavior. And those good thoughts create good feelings, create good actions. But when you have circumstances that are negative, and you focus on the negative circumstances, you get negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative actions, so more negative circumstances. So to be able to truly grab hold of that creative process, we must shut off our senses. We must shut off our hearing, our feeling. We hear, see, smell, taste, touch. So those senses we must shut off for the creative process. We must deliberately choose our thoughts. In our conscious mind, we have the ability to reason. So we have the ability to accept or reject an idea. When we accept an idea, it is transmuted, it is given over to our subconscious mind. And once our subconscious mind has it, it very quickly moves into form, because your subconscious mind is that mind where that paradigm lies, where that mental program is that almost exclusively controls our habitual behavior. And our habitual behavior is that part of ourselves that controls our results. Until we change something that we do daily, we won't truly change our lives. So look at your daily behaviors. What do you do when you wake up? You get dressed, you brush your teeth, you take a shower. You probably take a shower before you get dressed. But that is an automatic way that you go through your morning routine. Are there things that you can do or implement in your morning routine that would increase the quality of how you start your day? Because how you start your day is how you win your day. And I'd like to leave you with that as a little golden nugget that also is repeated over and over again throughout Robin Sharma's writing. Win the morning to elevate your life. Thank you very much for listening. If you found anything of value, please let me know in the comments below, and like and share this video. I would love to wish you a wonderful day, and live with love and live with passion, my friends.